Today I was contacted by an arachnologist who works with the British Arachnological Society. For the record, his name is Sir Walter Ashley. I do hope I have that right. Anyway, he received a call from a veterinarian in rural Dangerfield, TX, who had received an urgent call from a local farmer. The local farmer, whom wished not to be named, was upset because his prize calf has become sick for no apparent reason, and the animal is brought to the veterinarian's laboratory. The vet examines the calf, which dies shortly afterward. The veterinarian cannot explain what made the animal so ill so quickly, other than the strange fact there were large spider-like bite marks on the calf. After asking the local university if a spider could have done this, another farmer called with the same problem. The veterinarian called the American Arachnological Society. Then the vet was directed to the British Arachnological Society, which quickly sent Sir Walter Ashley because they were having the same problems. Mr. Walter had just returned from Canada on after a number of the same claims. This brings us to why he is here. He has been to the local media with these stories, and he wishes to warn the public of the fern spider. The fern spider is the only combined plant and animal creature in the world. The spider is a cross between a common Italian wolf spider, Lycosa tarantula, and the ponga fern, Cyathea delbata. The purpose of this bizarre crossbreed was to study the survival rates of spiders with built-in camouflage versus those without in a series of studies on natural selection at Massey University in New Zealand. However, to verify natural selection at Massey University in New Zealand, study and experiment mating pairs of the spiders were sent to labs all over the world. Once on the planes, the spiders escaped and hitched rides on the passengers of the planes. I said people would have noticed a wolf spider on their leg or bag. They're huge. Sir Walter went on to explain that at first you would see them, and people did. There's all types of news reports. If you don't believe me, just Google spiders on a plane. However, I did bring a few for you to read. I glanced down at the documents he gave me. The first, tarantula crawls on passenger during flight, CNN News. The second, aggressive spiders cause panic on Canada-bound plane, The Guardian. The third, it started tickling me, passenger recounts horror at meeting tarantula, CBC News. The fourth, passengers say 2 tarantulas got loose on flight, ABC News. The fifth, spiders on a plane. Venomous tarantulas crawl over petrified. And so on, each just day apart, and from the looks of it there was a media blackout. I started to see a pattern. The links are in the description. Sir Walter went on to explain that they are now everywhere, for people to look in their basements, attics, barns, old cars. Especially if you were on one of the flights that had spiders on them, or were ever on a plane this year and you had on green. He said if you found an egg sac, you should be very careful. The poison acts very slow. The egg sacs will be very large. Notice the shape and texture. To determine if what you are looking at is a spider egg sac, consider the shape and texture. Spiders create egg sacs out of silk webbing, so the shape and texture may vary depending on food. He said it should be the size of a basketball, a ball with tiny spikes all over it. Look at the color. Most spiders create egg sacs that are white or off-white. However, this is not true of all egg sacs. Some egg sacs are brown, yellow, or even yellowish-green. He said to be careful of red sacs or solid white ones. Check for baby spiders. The presence of baby spiders can also indicate that you have found an egg sac. Female spiders can lay hundreds of thousands of eggs in an egg sac, and when the eggs hatch, lots of tiny spiders may start crawling out of the sac. The sac will move back and forth. The baby spider's venom and bite are stronger than their parents'. They're hard to see as they have a built-in camouflage. Now, I thought to myself, this is such a bad idea. As we were talking, he received a call. I overheard something about a town that had been taken over by fern spiders. He quickly got up and left, saying his goodbye. On his way out he pointed at me and said, "Keep your eyes on the news, Yank. And here I need to get on a plane soon. Stay paranoid, my friends."